Hello and welcome back to the left side of reality. This is your host as always, Snow the First. Last time we made significant progress on our little cooling area here. And this time we're going to continue to work on our cooling loop as well as whatever other tasks that arise in the colony. Now anyone who might follow me regularly will notice that there was no stream on Monday, and I am sad to announce that there will continue to be no streams on Monday for the foreseeable future. And that is because, due to circumstances out of my control, I can no longer do the Persona 5 Royal Stream series. I will not be picking a series to replace the Monday slot, at least not for a while. I want to see if I can't fix Persona 5 Royal in the background, or if I can't, then I want to wait because there are very specific games I was wanting to stream, and one of them one of the games that I'm waiting for could replace Persona 5, at least for a little bit. Actually, I have several games that could hypothetically replace Persona 5, but for the time being, I want to continue to look into fixing the mod in the background. I am planning something different with the free time I have that I don't need to dedicate to P5 anymore. But I'll keep that a secret for now. Gosh darn meal ice. So, we have the ceramic tiles here underneath this. What is the next step? Meanwhile, over here, the reservoir has officially hit the first yellow line. Let's see, we still had stuff going on in the kiln. We still had some steel we were making. We have a printable. Kinda meh. Kinda meh. Travoldo's monotonous voice and lack of facial expression makes it impossible for others to tell when he's messing with them. I'll take gold amalgam. Look at this arbor tree. It do be growing. I think we were actually running pretty low on gold amalgam, so this was some good timing. Like, how big would you say needs to be this area? Like, is it hang on, let's pause. Is it like 25 tiles, 20 tiles, 30 tiles? Just so that I have an idea. Only only two tiles. So that's... That will require a small ladder to make sure duplicates can get out after making the pit. I mean, we have oil. We do have oil, but then we would need to refine it from the crude oil we have now. That can be another project we do. Let's do this for now. As long as the only thing that's rotting is pinch of pepper nuts, I am fine. You know, maybe we could gather up all the nat gas and transport it up here to, like, an oven range. Transport it to the up here for a, like, gas range. So when you say 7, would I put one here, put one on each side? Do we even have enough ceramic for that? We do. Barely. Oh, no one can reach that now. Whoops. Yeah, like the saying, like they always say, better safe than sorry. Antes muerto que sencilla. That's not what that is. That's not that phrase. Well, the good news is that I think once it digs over here, a duplicate can reach it just by going diagonal. So that's not that big a deal. A ladder or just like a single tile here. This can be a bog standard tile. I don't think it needs to be anything complicated. Lord. Oh, so remember when one of your Let's Tries, Potionomics? I don't know if it was announced anywhere else besides Twitter, but Potionomics got a update recently, And that update is Polyamorous Romance, where apparently there's a mode where you can choose between being in a committed relationship with only one person or grab multiple partners, with I think the implication being that it would be an arrangement that's agreed upon by all characters involved. Which is kind of like, wow, that's not something I see very often. But then we're moving to a... Yeah, exactly. Are they cramped? They are not cramped. That is good. What about over here? They are cramped, but this one's also elderly. Ten cycles. How much do I actually need to worry about the cramp? I get why people usually don't want to deal with the eggs, but I have liked them being like a source of food. Make some pickled meal, empty out more space that way. I don't think I could have... That's why! Not many people have the required skill for this, and the ones that do are too busy. Well, that kinda blows. I was wondering why no one was doing this. Okay, what are the skills they have that lets them do this? And can I give them to other duplicates? It's Mechtronics. Oh shoot. I could do it to Ren, but he doesn't have the morale. Stinky, not really. Oh, Marie can get her hat now. Neato. Oh, Marie. I could try pushing her in that direction. It might take a bit, but she can do it. Anyone else? No, she already has it. Well done. Mechtronics is so expensive too, because I also need improved carrying to do it. Well, shoot. That is not something I saw coming. Some pickled meal might actually go bad here. Which isn't the biggest deal. Pickled meal isn't great, but... Well, I suppose it isn't the biggest deal, because, it isn't the biggest deal because, it's about transporting the food more efficiently, but it's still an annoyance. Okay. Everything's done except the 2 tiles here, which... Okay, is currently being taken care of. What's next for this area? Meanwhile, I kind of want to poke around here to see what else might be worth exploring in the area. A nat gas geyser, another ice biome. I don't think we have that many at the ready. I'll have to double check though. We have no idea what's in this middle patch here. Although we are headed in that general direction. Okay, yeah, headed in that general direction. Might be good to specifically start our journey up here so that we don't get caught by we don't fall into the waters there. Getting a little water on is fine because we have the... Getting a little water on is fine because we have the suits, but not drowning. Kinda have duplicants continue to explore the general area. Where is this thermo aqua tuner going specifically? Like, not covering these outputs, I imagine. Oh wait. No, we don't have steel in the first place. We need a lot more of it. If I'm reading this right, we need more refined carbon, is what we need. And I think we need more iron, too. We just need a lot of things. Oh, boy. Oh, that reminds me. Are we juicing it with this little area here? Minus 850. Yeah, because we have a bunch of insulateds. That's version. because we have a bunch of heavy rod wire, there should be no problem. Wait, what is this? This is the apothecary, the textile loom, this setup over here, which is currently not in use. Might be fine to leave it alone right now. $212 units? Jesus. The sleet wheat's gonna go bad before it ever gets eaten. Yeah, there's one that's like at 10%. The rail is getting built slowly but carefully. Oh, now stuff is being stored in there. Interesting. So you say one more insulated. We could also try expanding it to the right a little, or maybe dig out this. This is... Alright, how's my little exploration task going? It's going. Just a tiny bit, but it's going. And we're slowly peeling away the fog over here. Only one poke shell actually has the high temperature. Interesting. Now, how's everyone over here doing? 55. Cool. I am feeling as though I... Hmm? Okay, this one's gonna be ceramic, but then it changed to granite because there's no more ceramic. At least not for right now. We still have 10 orders of ceramic to go. We really, really need to start doing something with this oil, too. Like, we discovered this oil biome forever ago, and then we proceeded to not touch it for anything. Quite a lot of fossil, quite a lot of diamond. This infected, polluted oxygen. I know there was nat gas, a nat gas visor in the area, but for some reason I can't find it anymore. More lead than you can shake a stick at. And slicksters. Nisbet. Okay, it's been at 5 priority. Let's try 7. Good thing we future-proofed the bathroom forever ago. One can only imagine what it might have been like if we didn't have that. What's it got right now? Doesn't actually have anything. Weird. Right. I can uproot this mealwood at long last, because there's no longer any pips in the area to interfere with it. I completely forgot about that. Probably should have remembered that a while ago. Royal bug. We can finally put tiles here to cross the gap. Oh, no, not quite yet. We need to uproot one last plant. Yeah, this one. I completely forgot that the pip is no longer there to interfere. What even is the pip doing? Pip is doing pip things. Any other seeds we want to send over there while we're at it? Something to think about. Why does Stinky have so little morale? Where is... That's why. He's not in a bad place. Okay. I can make one more round of steel. So, So it was the Thermo Aqua Tuner on the right. I'm guessing over here. No, wait. Steel Aqua Tuner. That was the entire point. And I only have 100 steel left, so over to plumbing. $400 for a In other words, I need iron. I need tons and tons of iron in order to make steel. Enough steel for the vent. Lime we seem to be okay on. The problem is 70 times 4. Gonna need a lot of steel for that. Or a lot of iron for that. We have plenty of it. Seven orders of it, we'll say. So here instead. Is the Aqua Tuner here fine here, or one more to the left? Okay. In case you missed it, I am putting duplicates to make a bunch of iron because we don't have enough iron for a vent. Pipe temperature sensor. I'm guessing that's gonna need to be steel soon. Hydro. Thermo. Pinch of pepper nuts. Liquid pipe thermosensor. 100 steel for... No, 25 steel for that. So not that expensive. Pardon me if I'm mistaken, but isn't the problem with lead that it has a lower overheat temperature? Or is there some reason that it doesn't matter that the liquid pipe sensor is made out of lead? Like, we're making this all out of steel. Yeah, the reason we were making it all out of steel is... Okay. That part I didn't know. A bit cheeky that there seems to be no, that there seems to be selective, a selective thing about which it needs to be overheated. I wish there was more information on what overheated or not. Speaking of overheating, how's the water over here doing? 37. Okay, cool. This is actually ready. Slight problem. We're running out of room in the fridge downstairs. .325 is the overheat temperature. It reduces the temperature of the liquid by 14 degrees, and it generates a ton of heat. How are they doing? They're still cramped, but I don't feel like that's that big a problem, since one of them is dying in 8 cycles anyway. How's this down here going? Okay, it reached the end. I could grab a shit ton of algae while I'm in this area. There's quite the bounty over there. A bunch of iron, too, which is actually quite handy. Yeah, I think this place is worth investigating a bit more. Something like... right around here. And then once we hit here, we can start... No, 2 more. And then once we hit this area, we can start digging downwards. But first... No, wait. Cancel whatever dig order that was. Maybe make a tile here just to be safe. Don't want another Gossman situation to happen. So, just for a fun story while we're watching these jobs go by, ever since you've gotten me into Limbus Company, one fun thing to do is to watch the various Walpurgis, the various Limbus Company tubers do their polls, especially for this past Walpurgis Nacht. Did you see the highlight reel video that Esku put up? Well, the short version is that Ryoshu is avoiding Esku. Ryoshu was avoiding Esku much like she's avoiding me. She would probably say something like NMT. And I basically had to use pity, which looks like I'll end up having to do too. Yeah, there is one for the most recent night. I would say watch it, because there's a lot of little fun moments in the video itself. But another one, I watched this other VTuber whose name I can't remember, but it's not Rarina, because Rarina didn't do Walpurgis Nacht for whatever reason. Printables. So, this other female VTuber that did Walpurgis Nacht, she had this weird thing where she kept getting the Pierre and Jack announcer. And since she hadn't played Library of Ruina, she's like, I don't even know you people. And then at one point she gets two green symbols showing 2 Walpurgis pulls. And then she like says jokingly, watch this be 2 Pierre Jack announcers. And that's exactly what it was. And she just screamed to the heavens. Like, my lord. Not really feeling any of these. Mind you, I haven't gotten any announcer at all. So I don't know what that says about my luck. You know what? Why the hell not? More Drecklets. Just have this colony absolutely invaded with Drekos. I could also crack them with eggs to make a shorter meal. But nah. Yeah, maybe having a big Dreco population can control the meal woods so that they're not constantly being harvested by duplicates. Oh shoot, ran out of energy steam at the worst time. Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything too exciting down here so far. Just more slime. Maybe it's just me, but I don't share this, like, this wide sentiment that all lunacy must be saved for Walpurgisnacht at all times. Because there's, like, a lot of good ideas and egos that I'm not sure I would have wanted if I just kept obsessively saving for Walpurgisnacht. Like, doing pulls of Ishmael is how I got Everlasting. Here's the natural gas geyser I was thinking of before. You know what? Let's have that be a job. Let's have that be a thing we do too. Let's go to this geyser and analyze it. See what it gets us. Speaking of which, I did get someone new. I got Rose Spanner Merceau, and I got W. Korhan Glue. Well, oh, these trees are gone. Now I can finally connect this. Like Jesus, I've been waiting for so long to be able to connect this area. I was trying to remember why we never used the jukebox, and then I remembered, oh right, it is super greedy and wants 960 watts. Like, genuinely, why? Why that much? One, two, Pookie. It feels like it needs a separate power source just for the jukebox. Heck, we have this tiny little space here. Maybe one day, but it's not a high priority. Okay, this is being juiced up. Shoot. How many orders of iron are left? 2? Almost there, then. How are my ongoing projects going? Everything seems to be going well-ish. The thing is, there could be a... There was a Paku fillet down here? Oh, because... Oh. Because there's Paku here. I didn't even notice. Not the biggest loss, because we have our own Paku set up already. But, huh. I didn't even realize these guys were down here. Alright, it doesn't seem like there's anything else in particular that calls my attention, so I think I'm actually going to end it now. To reiterate what I said at the start of the stream, no Monday stream for the foreseeable future. I have something new planned until I find a suitable replacement for the Monday stream. And if there's one thing that's apparently unchanging, it's this Oxygen Not Included stream. Remember when Oxygen started out as a replacement? Now look how far it's come. See you all here next week.